Hey yo, what's happening guys? I didn't have the best start into the day for today because I had a car crash my car. Let me show you. You can come closer because I'll show you. This car had the audacity to crash my car and just flee the scene, bro. Do you see that? Ridiculous. I have to dodge the light that's coming from the ceiling because of my hairline, because I'm not wearing the Balenciaga cap for today. I might censor my hat. So here's water for me, sparkling water. This is for the camera guy, Elias, by the way. Soll ich dein Insta einblenden?
Ja, ist irrelevant.
Willst du dein Insta eingeblendet? Wenn du es willst, dann erwähne ich dein Ding jetzt. Here is his Instagram. So where we are right now, we are the main dining hall in my business right now, because why not? So there I have the MacBook charging. We'll be going over there in a minute. And over there, the one shirt you saw in the last video, mixed with a package, and there is packaging inside. And as of now, we are in week 1, going towards the launch phase. We will be recording TikTok content. Don't mind the displayed posters. They shouldn't be that flat on the walls, but we will get it changed in a few weeks, in 1 or 2 weeks. So I'll have a sip of water. All right, so what we have here is not only the ANGST Entitled World Tour shirt that will drop in 5 weeks or something, but I also have something here, and that is the packaging solution. And before I take both of them out, I'll just take one out because one, yeah, that's the one. For these envelopes, I paid like over $100 just for not only for them, but there should be the thank you note as well. I paid that, and the company that made those, they are, I wouldn't say well known, but they are professionals. And the funny thing is, I sent them my logo, and I sent the logo in a PNG file. The difference between a PNG and a SVG file, a vector file, is that the vector file basically has no pixels. The vector file is made in a different software. I sent them my logo, and I told them to put it up here in the middle. And if you can see, like if you come closer, you can see the logo is not sharp, even though the logo is supposed to be sharp. And what I want to say here is they don't care. Like, you have to be very, very specific when getting samples done. Even though I sent them a 4-page tech pack on how this should be assembled, even though it's just super, super simple. This is just one strip of paper with glue strips that is turning this strip of Kraftpapier into this envelope, and they still didn't care about the logo, and they didn't notify me, they didn't hit me up, they didn't ask for the vector file, for the SVG files. I will still work with them. We will get this fixed. I will send them the logo as a vector file, as a SVG file. That's why making samples is very, very important, and investing into samples. And not only that, it's pretty important to be precise with everything you do, with everything you send them. Not only that, you will not only get this thank you note. It's a small thank you note, and it reads, thank you for choosing ANGST, you are worth it. And I think I would stick with you are worth it as the tagline, because, you know, not only are you worth being a human being or a person who has narcissistic tendencies right now, the world we are living in right now, if you are someone who thinks highly of himself, someone who is proud to be himself, you will get called a narcissist. And if you have real like narcissism or narcissistic tendencies and you struggle with them socially or in life general, then you just get called a red flag and everything. You know, like, people act like narcissists don't have feelings, are not human beings, can't get hurt, even though, sure, if you have narcissistic tendencies, as I do, you don't care that much. If you are a narcissist, and I have narcissists in my family, they don't care as well, but they can get hurt from time to time as well. And sure, not every narcissist is the same. Narcissists are still people at the end of the day, even though if you got hurt by a narcissist,
normal human being.
Normal human beings, exactly. So this is my my tagline, my slogan. So you are worth it. You are worth, like, you are worth it. you know, as a human being, and you are worth it because it's not a $30 drop shipping shirt with a print on it. So the main ideas: you get the shirt, you get the thank you note, and there's another one more thing you will get with this purchase that didn't arrive. The samples did not arrive yet. They might arrive next week because they will ship it tomorrow. So you open up the envelope. I will be putting your shirt inside because this is a one-man brand with a volunteer worker that is behind the camera, my day one assistant. There you go. And then I'll just glue this together, and this is the way you will get the shirt. And I could just say, you know what, you don't need that. Why shouldn't I invest the money into the customer experience? I want to win customers. I want my first customers, like I want 90% of my first customers from the first drops to be returning customers for life, you know? I was just checking for the light because of my hairline. Even though I'm Turkish and I just flew to Istanbul recently, I'm not planning on getting my hairline fixed, but this is not about my hairline. Digga, ich bin am Yappen, ne? Das ist geisteskrank. So yeah, I got the packaging done. As I said, like, I think the customer, like, you are worth it. You are worth this. You are worth me putting in the work, the effort. I'll get like 1,000 ordered of these, and I made them a bit larger so you can fit in 2 shirts, because there could be a few customers, like if you're watching, maybe you decide to buy 2 shirts, and then I can just save these envelopes and don't have to send out 2, you know, I can put in 2 there. We want to stay environmentally friendly, you know, and don't overproduce packaging if we don't need it. This will only be used, like this method will only be used for the shirts. You will get boxes for hoodies, denim, because you can reuse boxes, you know, and even if it's just for decorational purposes, you can reuse them. If I order something and I get the shirt in the mail and it's in a shipping plastic bag, and you know which ones I'm talking, right? The gray or black shipping bags, like the plastic ones. And if they come in these plastic bags and I rip them apart and it's just the shirt, like even if the shirt's cheap and I just paid like 50-60 euros on it, I'm never returning to that shop because like I am worth more, you know. So that's about that. So we are into week 1. As I told you, for today I wanted to finish the tech pack of 2 more sample pieces, and I left my home. I went for a quick shopping spree. I wanted to get me some cigarettes and Red Bull, and then the girl just crashed into my car while I was parking, while like that happened on my private parking spot, like my, yeah, whatever. I had to go to the police station, get that sort of sorted out, call with the insurance, like talk with the insurance company, and yada yada yada. Yep, I lost a few hours and then I had to work. This is probably, me and Elias, we discussed it earlier before we decided to shoot the video for today. I just gotta be honest, this right now, this era in my life might be the toughest. And even though I'm very, very blessed physically, like mentally, I'm at my peak. I've never been stable and strong mentally as I am right now, but it's just a very, very challenging era in my life. No day offs for like 5 weeks. I had like 1 evening off, or like, yeah, part of a day off. It was last week on Monday where I flew to Istanbul, and I don't count the day on Tuesday where I was in Istanbul as a day off because it was just a business meeting. And I would fly back, like literally, I would fly back, I would get up at 6 in the morning in Istanbul, fly back to Germany, land here, get caught up in a load of traffic jams just to arrive here at the main business and to save the main business, because one of my employees burned his hand because he wanted to make himself a cup of tea, and he burned his hand and he couldn't work anymore. And the way I'm emphasizing it that way is because he literally, like the next day, there was nothing, you know. Right now I'm in a situation where I have a huge lack of employees, so I have to work a lot myself. And even if I have employees, it doesn't mean that I'm not working. It just means I'm working a bit more relaxed, where I can take care of the like more important parts as a business owner, you know. And I'm not that stressed out. so I can work more efficiently on the brand. And for the last 5 weeks, boy, I can tell you it wasn't that like that. Like the last 5 weeks were crazy. But I have great news. We will be moving into the warehouse tomorrow and I will be shooting content there, but we have to get content going until the drop because like content wise it would change a lot after the drop going. I had to finish a lot of work that I just can't showcase because it's just like me designing the Shopify theme via custom CSS and stuff like that. And yeah, so as of now, week 1, we got 4 different shirts going, denims, like 2 washed denims coming very soon. We have 1 jersey coming very soon because it just makes sense to drop a jersey when we have the European Championship, Europameisterschaft, whatever coming up. We have 2 joggers coming up, like 2 oversized baggy joggers. And I think that's about it if I don't... Yeah, and maybe a hoodie, but not sure yet. And we will have to start with the production or with the planning phase of the bomber jackets and denim jackets for the winter season. So we are starting with limited stock and more basic things because we are accelerating super fast. I have to put in more of my own money right now because we have no sales yet, but it's just fake it till you make it. I can't show up to a photo shoot wearing clothes from other brands. It just hurts the overall custom experience. And not only that, if I want to sell a shirt like this for that price and with that quality, and let me tell you, this shirt will not be 50 euros, it will not be $50, it will not be $70, and it won't be less. Like I will talk about the construction of the t-shirt in detail very soon, in a separate video very soon. I want to go for exclusivity through price and quality, not by limited stock. So a few things will be more limited, but I as the brand owner, brand owners, the main job of a brand owner is not just designing stuff, because let me tell you, brand owners, they don't really design stuff, they just decide stuff. That was crazy, but brand owners, they don't design stuff, they decide stuff. The main job is for the brand owners to keep the brand cool. Like what is the purpose of you paying full price for an item where I could just easily go and put a sale on it, So that's why I decided on no sales. By the way, you won't see it for everyone in Germany. If you bought items from specific brands and you start to see the brands in stores such as Snipes and Galeria Kaufhof, you can be assured you won't see ANGST in these stores anytime soon. You might see ANGST one day. This is like one of my goals. You might see ANGST one day in the luxury boutiques, wholesale boutiques, but never below that, because I want people, if they wear ANGST, if they buy ANGST, if they decide to buy ANGST and get into ANGST right now, I want them feel exclusive, That's why in the last video I had the passport tee designed, because, for example, if you are someone from the middle class, flying is just exclusive. And if you are a bit more rich, then flying is not that exclusive no more, because you fly like a few times a year, like let's say 10 times a year. But for me, where I come from, flying was exclusive, and I got inspired and I turned that into a design, for example. So the brand will stay exclusive. I will not sell out. Can you tell by my eyes? Can you tell by like the color differences? I don't look healthy, I think, but I don't feel healthy either. Oh yeah, look, that's like my coping mechanism. We ended up talking about this stuff when I started talking about that I don't feel good at all. I just coped it. Balenciaga, I copped it. Trauma, I coped it. Crazy. No. What I have done so far, I worked on the brand identity, the brand positioning, the brand copy, I customized my Shopify theme. I got my packaging done and sorted. I just have to pay for the bulk order. I have to order shipping boxes. I have to transfer or move my stuff tomorrow from here to the warehouse, and all we have to do for the next weeks is basically just get the shooting done. Like, for example, next week I will tell you more about the construction of the shirt, the quality, and yada yada in detail. And it might take a few weeks until the samples arrive. We will just mainly use them for the photo shooting, so these are not finished products. It's crazy. where we started and where we're going. We're just like 5 weeks away from releasing. I mean, it might sound like it's a long time for you, but for me, it's just like no time at all because I spent like the last 2 years working on this project. So guys, I will now leave for a smoke. It was nice having you. Thank you very much. And please, I'll be pleasure to see you the next time. Sometime around next week. I mean, we had a good time, didn't we? I mean, I'm looking at the camera, but I'm awaiting a reaction from Elias, and he's just like. So I'm trying to communicate with him by looking through the camera, and he's like. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I see you very soon. Check out my socials. Hit my DMs if you want to know something, and if not, just reach out. If you're feeling lonely, reach out. Yeah, next week with another update. More videos coming on the main channel, and see you then.